What is up guys, it's Syrum here and welcome back to my channel. In this commentary I'm going to be talking about a few things to do with AFL Evolution. I've discovered a few things in the game files for the AFL Evolution demo that I think you'll all be interested in, but I'll get to that a little bit later. First and foremost, I wanted to talk about how I gained access to the various in-game player models for the Adelaide and Brisbane Football Clubs. Now that's a question I've been getting across both of my videos. So I was using a list editor exploitation. It was a glitch that allowed me to view the lists for some of the various football teams, and then by trading those players to my created team, I was able to view their player models in the edit player section. Now Wicked Witch has since patched this exploitation, meaning it can no longer be done. However, I am working on a workaround which includes restoring the game to an earlier version and a whole lot of other grueling details that I'm not going to waste your time talking about. If I do figure out exactly how to do this again, I will be the first to update you guys, but as it stands, it is patched, so that's something that I'll have to work on. That aside, I wanted to talk about a few of the details that I've discovered and a few of the details that were released today. So as of today, Wicked Witch Software confirmed that AFL Evolution will release on the 5th of May, which is just a little under a month away, so I'm sure we're all very excited about that. I originally thought it was going to be further away, but it is very good news to hear that it is so close. Now the second thing I wanted to speak about was some things that I found in the game files that I thought were very interesting. The first is kind of a big deal with the inclusion of the AFLW League. As it seems, Wicked Witch has gone in the same direction as EA does with FIFA with the inclusion of the Women's League, which just goes to show how much effort they've actually put into the game. I'm obviously a bigger fan of regular AFL, but the inclusion of the Women's League is a refreshing indication that they've definitely gone all out to make this a great AFL experience. The second game file detail that I was able to find was that the developers have paid a huge attention to the crowd to ensure that they feel more alive than ever before. There are game files to suggest there are animations for crowds sitting, standing, clapping and cheering, as well as texture pictures that actually have faces as opposed to the static 2D crowd models we had in AFL Live 2. This is a huge deal as the crowd is one of the most immersive elements of any sporting game, so it's good to hear that they've paid special attention to detail when it comes to that in this game. On top of that, there are sound files in the game files that suggest the crowd will not only have one reaction to every piece of play, and I will play them for you at the end of this video. With different levels of cheers, applause, sighs, and boos, you will definitely be able to hear the difference between cheering for a back pass and cheering for a specky. There are also various celebration sounds that I'll also play for you at the end of the video, so you can definitely get a feel of what that might sound like. The next thing is a slight attention to detail and might not be the biggest thing you look forward to, but it is interesting to see regardless. The Syrum, while available in more than one colour, now also has JLT branding for pre-season matches and has a dirty graphic for whenever the ball is used in wet weather. It's not the biggest feature by any means, but the small attention to detail adds to the overall immersion of the game. In the game files is also the inclusion of contracts, trade talks, draft picks, and the tribunal, the first of which you would have had experience with if you've ever played any FIFA game post 2006. This is something I feel AFL Live 2 didn't quite get right, and if done well, it will be a welcomed addition to the career mode. The menu options in the game files have also been listed as Be a Pro, Community, Competition, Footy Factory, and Online Lobby. The omission of a career mode likely isn't anything major, as it could just fall under a subcategory like Competition or Be a Pro, but by any means it is nothing to worry about as it will definitely be in the game. Now I feel you all wanting the details of the gameplay, and yes, I do have a few details to share with you about that. Wicked Witch already confirmed that the gameplay system was built from the ground up, so we expected to see a lot of new features, and if the game files are anything to go on, we could be seeing some really cool stuff. There is a specific mention to a multitude of different types of kicking, smothers, tackles, and marks, but to name a few. What I'm focusing on is the kicking, and you'll be pleased to know that there are mentions of a running check side, standing check side, running banana, standing banana, and of course, running grubber kicks. So the dribble kick looks to be making an appearance, as well as snaps and bananas, and with the inclusion of an in-depth replay system, I think we'll definitely be seeing some freakish goals when the game is finally released. That is the bunch of the details I've uncovered. There are a few other details such as weather and some actual texture graphics that look amazing, but that will all be covered in another video. I hope you're all as excited by this news as I am, and I hope we all finally get the AFL game we've been waiting a very long time for. That brings us to the end of the video, and I will do my best to figure out a way around the fan hub patch, but until then, thank you all for watching, and I will see you later.
Woo! Come on! Nice one! Yes!